Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start the project. And I'm going to share with you this image through your Google Drive, where you'll be able to take this off Google Drive and put it onto a blank document. Remember, we're going to stay with 8.5 by 11. You can go um, 11 by 8.5 and do a portrait style or landscape style if you want. I don't care because as long as you have the design in the middle of the area, I'll stretch this orange out, so it won't matter if it's long ways, going vertical, going left, right, horizontal. So what I want to do is this. I have my image right here. I'm going to create a layer on top and call it lines. So I have there all the other layer locked. Ignore this one here because this is my finished one, which I'll show you. But I just want to show you how to get started with this, okay? So lock the image. I'm on the lines layer. Now, all you're going to use is your line segment tool for this. Now, you can use pen tool. You can use shapes. There's a lot of different options. Basically, you want to look like this image. You want to look like it has lines connected. You're looking for the outline. So that's what we're doing. Sorry about that. We're going through the lines of the design right now. That's all we're worried about. Not color, not shapes, other than the lines themselves. So there's multiple ways to do this. I want you once again to figure out your best way right now for what you're comfortable with. So using lines, I can go through and just go through the process of connecting the lines. Make sure it's black on the outside, clear on the inside. Let's see what I got here. And let's turn the eye off. And I probably want a little thicker. So I'm changing my stroke. Once you get the stroke down for what the size is and what you want, I can zoom in, Command plus, zooming in. I'm going to turn the eye off. That works. Okay, I'm going to zoom out again. And then I'm going to do it again. Let's click on this guy. And this gives you the same stroke. So when I click on him, then I can create that same line. Now I say that it probably won't work, but there we go. So now I have the line set up where it shows how the same thickness with this. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect. What I want from you guys is just how to use and this guy's a little off. Let's turn the guy back on here. One of these is off a little bit. Let's see if I can move him down a little bit. And when I zoom in a little more, I have a lot more freedom of moving around. So the further away, the bigger steps it's going to take going through. That might be it. Let's see. That looks good. Yep. Okay. So that's what you're looking at, and you're going to go through the whole process with this. Remember, you can use your selection tool. Click on a line, Command C, Command V. I can copy and paste, so I don't have to draw all my lines. I can stretch them out and kind of work that route. Let's do another one. Let's do, I want to use the same one here. So let's go Command C, Command V. I copy it. I'm going through that process now. All right. So as of now, I have these guys done. And I didn't connect any yet. I didn't use the lines like the line segments going up and down yet. And when I do this, I'm going to do one real quick with you here. Now this is a little off. So now what I'm going to do is, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but, and this is where I want you to practice aligning as much as you can. Let's see, let's go a little more. I'm going to really, there you go. And sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't. That should be good. All right. And it's a little tricky. Like I said, just because it worked well right there, I've had enough where it doesn't work well at all with that. And maybe I can even get this guy, Command C, Command V, pop it up here, and see if, see what that does. It's a little off. And I have to move him around a little bit. Let's go more. Go really in, and you're not going to get perfect. Like that guy's not perfect. There we go. Go a little bit down. Now I'm up a little bit. So let's see if we can stretch him down a little bit. Let's move in a little bit. Let's see if I can get one more down. It's a little off, like the rotation. And you can get very specific with this, but the biggest thing is, let me get one more in. Biggest thing is just getting as close as you can. Practicing with it, using the lines. That's way off. Gosh darn it. That's as close as you're gonna get. Yeah, you see a little marks here, but it's not bad. And I'll move this guy down a little bit. Just grabbing it. I think I messed up the bomb. Not great, but as you go back, you can see a little bump, but it's hard to really see it, especially as you go in a regular document size. Okay. And that's what you're looking at. Okay. Using my selection tool, my line segment tool. We could use a shape tool if you want. Let's see here. Let's go. I'll do one more, and then that will be enough. I'm going to rectangle. So I'm going to put a rectangle right. Nope. Let's go back. I'm going to put a rectangle right here. You'll see what I'm doing. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to use my group selection, the direct selection tool. Sorry about that. I'm going to just shift, click one point, shift, click the other point, and I'm just going to move them a little slant going that way. Okay. Now it might not be perfect. Let's move him over my arrow keys. Oops. Let's do the whole thing over. No, let's do this. We'll do this guy. Yeah. All right. Let's see. And there it goes. More of the outlines. Okay. And what should be at the end is this. Looking at it, let me turn the eye off. That's what you're going to see at the end. Okay. All those lines. And we can do curved lines with the round dots. So if you want to do a, one more thing I want to show. So if I want the shape of this rounded, sometimes it's hard to tell if you're that close. These are rounded. It might not be as easy to see. I'm going to go to the round tool here. So I hit the round. It's up here. It's not the line. It's the round. And it's going to be a different size. What gives you an idea with it. Oops. There we go. Let's go this. Let's go a little bigger. And you're not going to get perfect. Ooh, let's change it there, round. And sometimes it messes with it a little bit where it doesn't do it. That's pretty good, I'd say. That's a rounded one. Not far off, you know what I mean? Okay. And once again, this is what the finished product's going to look like. That's what you want for that one. Okay. And that is it. That is our next one. I'll give you probably a couple of days to work on this one because this is going to be a little tougher. All right. And good.